got pretty eyes. Won't you spin around? I'm not much of a lover, it's true. I'm here, then I'm gone, then I'm forever blue. But I'm sure wanting you. Sky's full of silver and gold. They try to hide the sun, but it can't be done. At least not for long. But if we help each other go round the light of day, smile down our way, where we came to go. In time, she's a fast old train. She's here, then she's gone, and she won't come again. Won't you take my hand? If I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you to lay me down?
Welcome. We are gathered here today in the presence of God and loved ones to celebrate one of life's truly joyous occasions. We are here to give recognition to the worth and beauty of love, and to share our support and blessings to the words that shall forever unite Adam Rep and Devin Williams in holy matrimony. It is an honor to stand with you today to lead two of the finest people I know in their new lives together. I've been asked to lead this ceremony, not for my impressive ministerial skills, but to support Adam and Devin's wish for an informal ceremony. Thanks to the advent of internet ordination, I am pleased to fulfill this request. For those of you who don't know, Adam's my little brother. Growing up with Adam has been one of the true blessings in my life. When we were younger, he used to follow me around pretty much everywhere. I usually wasn't even aware that he was following me. I remember one time in particular. I was in the 3rd grade, and I'd been invited to my friend's birthday party. This party was significant because it was the first in which the whole class was not invited. I was part of the select few. I was so excited as I walked to the door that I was completely oblivious to the fact that my 5-year-old brother was tagging along behind me. I didn't realize he was there until my friend's mother opened the door, looked right past me, and invited him to join us. Now, I loved Adam and appreciated his company in the traditional sense, but this was my first real party, so I wasn't especially excited to have my little brother tagging along. But things went well most of the day. Adam played with his G.I. Joes and kept a low profile while I pretended not to know him. It wasn't until after the presents had been opened that the incident happened. We were watching Commando in the living room. A giant tin of assorted popcorn was being passed around as we watched Arnold's heroic displays of violence. I'd almost forgotten that Adam was even there until he uttered the 3 words I feared would impair my social standing for years to come. Those words: "This popcorn sucks." I looked over in time to see Adam make a disgusted-looking face and spit a piece of popcorn clear across the room. My friend's mother was horrified, and I was pretty sure that that would be the end of my social life. I tell this particular story today because it is honestly the only time in our lives together that Adam has been anything other than a source of pride for me. Over the years, our roles even seem to have reversed. I gradually found myself tagging along and being the source of embarrassment at his parties. There came a time when Adam no longer followed me everywhere. Instead, I began to follow him. I look forward to the latest updates in Adam's life as a source of motivation for my own. I awaited reports on his progress in education, misadventures as a pool boy, and later, news of love. It was a little over 5 years ago when news finally came in from the love department. I was stationed in Fort Stewart, Georgia at the time when Adam called to tell me he had just met the woman he was going to marry. He told the story of a fateful encounter at Nick's Pizza and Pub, where mutual friends, Aaron and Jen, introduced him to a beautiful girl from Iowa who had moved to Chicago to seek her fortunes as a professional burrito roller. That woman was Devin, and today, Adam's premonition has come to pass. Getting to know Devin over the past few years has been incredible. My life was a bit of a mess when we first met, and I'm afraid I made a terrible first impression. But Devin was able to look past my immediate shortcomings and make me feel accepted. You see, Devin is not only beautiful and intelligent, she is also a very accepting person. That she has had the kindness to love my brother despite his enormous forehead is testament to his fact. I was not surprised when I learned that Devin had over 1,000 Facebook friends. I was a little bit intimidated when I learned that she actually knew them all. At the time, I only had 30, and I wasn't really sure who half of those people were. Devin is one of those rare people with the ability to remain eloquent and diplomatic despite the stressors of being an achiever. She makes time for people while balancing her career and education with expertise. Throughout the course of their relationship, I've been continuously inspired by the sense of togetherness Adam and Devin have established. When Devin's commendable focus on her career led them to relocate to Louisiana, the relationship only grew stronger. Later, it was Devin's strategic vision that culminated in a return to school and a master's degree in hospitality administration. This wise move paved the way for a return to Illinois and her rapid ascension through the ranks of corporate America. Despite busyness with education and careers, both Adam and Devin have continued to make time for family, friends, and most importantly, each other. Today we celebrate the love of my two favorite people. I can think of no two people more deserving of lasting happiness, and no pair more perfect for each other. May the strength and support they've shared over the last 5 years be only the beginning in a lifetime of affection. And now a prayer. God, we pray for Adam and Devin as they enter into the blessed vows of marriage, that they will live according to their commitments and share a lifetime of love. We wish Adam and Devin prosperity and comfort from this day forward, that their hearts may overflow with the gentle warmth of happiness for all the days of their lives. Amen. Adam and Devin will now share their vows.
Devin, how's it going? Do you remember the night we met? I'll never forget the way you looked up at me from your phone during a marathon texting session. I saw that tiny black speck next to your pupil for the first time, Lake Pseudoronimo. It called me from an overbearing Santa Claus blinking just outside the window. I told Jen later that I thought we'd make a great team. It's okay. There is another night I would like you to think about now. Do you remember when we went to the underworld in Las Vegas? You were so excited to surprise me with a horror-themed restaurant. I think you had envisioned waiters dressed as Freddy Krueger serving us Bloody Marys and eyeball stew while blood-curdling screams echoed from the foyer. You know me. We took a 30-minute cab ride to the outskirts of town and eventually came upon what ended up being a dimly lit bar with a handful of cliché Halloween decorations carelessly strewn about the walls and some dried-up chicken wings for entrees. We were the only two people in there. It didn't matter, though. We could have been the only two people in the whole world. Because you kept your enthusiasm up as we picked items off the menu, which amounted to a crumpled up piece of construction paper with hokey names for everyday dishes. We both glanced around for a bit, and then you looked up at me with the biggest twinkle in your eye, flashed a grin, and wholeheartedly said, "This place is cool, huh?" Like Geronimo to the rescue again. You were so excited to bring me there, and although both of us knew the place was kind of a disappointment, it ended up being one of the greatest moments of my life. I mean that. I walked into the bathroom, I looked into the mirror crying a little tear of joy because I knew without a shadow of doubt that I'd be asking you to marry me soon. And I did. So here we are. We are a force to be reckoned with, Dev. A team of two whose hearts beat as one. We can have fun anywhere as long as we have each other. Something special happens when we're together, which makes everything else seem inconsequential. This might account for our poor time management skills, but we'll work on it. I'm amazed by you, and I'm so lucky that we get to hang out for the rest of our lives, forever intertwined by our love. I promise to continue making you smile, even when you're not in the mood. I will strive to be the best person I can possibly be, because you deserve nothing less. Today our team changes names, and our love becomes forever.
Adam, I choose you as my partner. I do so without reservation, and instead with much joy and a willing spirit. I promise to always be your sounding board for ideas, your romantic walking buddy, and your co-watcher of movies, good and terrible. I promise to always encourage your creativity, be supportive of your ambitions, and to go through this life as a team. You have filled my life with belly-aching laughter, and I promise I will always laugh at your good jokes and groan and really let you know when you've told a bad one. I promise to be a good mother to our children. And to hold our family in the highest regards. I will do a lot of things that may make you angry, but I promise to fight fair and to always consider your side. I will leave a light on for you when you come home late. I will not hide too many onions in our dinner. And I will always share my blanket on the couch. You have shown me the ease and beauty of love without heartbreak or drama. I can't promise you that we'll never be poor or face adversity or even feel defeated, but I can promise you that we'll go through all of it together. Adam, you've made my life complete. Thank you for accepting and treasuring me for exactly the quirky cat that I am, and never asking me to change. Most importantly, though, thank you for being you, every minute of every day. I'm beyond lucky to be standing here with you today. I never thought I'd know so much about music, craft beers, or zombie apocalypse survivals tactics. But as it turns out, falling in love can be extremely educational. I appreciate your patience while I decide on the restaurant, and your support when I once again change who I want to be when I grow up. I will be there for you when you need me, but I will always respect and honor your alone time and your time with friends and family. I marry you for today, tomorrow, and always. I love you.
Now that you have shared your vows, Adam, do you take Devin to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And Devin, do you take Adam to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Devin, I ask you to accept this ring for me, symbolizing my unending love for and my partnership with you. I hope you choose to wear it proudly and are reminded that I am your family. I'm with you always.
Adam, I ask you to accept this ring for me, symbolizing my unending love for and my partnership with you. I hope you choose to wear it proudly and are reminded that I am your family and I am with you always.
Now that you have sealed your commitment with these words of love and tokens of devotion, it is with great joy that I pronounce you husband and wife. Adam, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you for the very first time, Adam and Devin Rep.